How's it going, everyone? Mega Mashers here, and today we are going to be going over Yveltal, which is the Y legendary of Pokemon X and Y. This Pokemon right here ranks as one of the coolest looking Pokemon ever. Not just because of its typing, not just because of its stats, but because of its badass design. It looks like a fucking demon bird, a hawk from hell, and this Pokemon will definitely make your opponent's life a living hell in battle. So let's get right into this video. So here it is, the Bringer of Destruction, Yveltal. Man, oh man, this thing looks cool. A fun fact, when this Pokemon spreads its wings fully, it kind of looks like the shape of a Y. So this is very appropriate that this is the Y legendary of the Pokemon X and Y series. So the typing that it gets is Dark and Flying, which is a pretty awesome typing both offensively and, well, I guess defensively too, due to the fact that you're immune to Ground and Psychic, which is pretty cool right off the bat. And you resist Ghost, Grass, and Dark, which is also very nice. But you got to beware of the fact that you are weak to the likes of Rock, Electric, Ice, and Fairy. That means you're weak to Xerneas too, so you really need to watch out for that. The ability that it gets is Dark Aura, and what this does is it powers up Dark type moves by 33%. So that means that's a free life orb for you when it comes to your Dark type moves, but this also powers up any other Pokemon's Dark type moves that are on the field with Yveltal. So it can have its advantages and disadvantages too. So as for the stats, it has the exact same stat layout as Xerneas. It has 126 on the HP, 131 in both the attack and the special attack, 95 defense, 98 special defense, and 99 speed. Now 99 speed isn't the greatest, but it definitely puts you in a very unique speed tier as you speed tie with the likes of Genesect and Xerneas. And with base 126 HP, gives you very, very nice natural bulk all around. So this thing is very capable of taking hits. And with those base 131 offenses on the attack and special attack, oh hell, you're very capable of going as a mixed attacker. And this Pokemon excels in that role. So with that being said, let's move on to the first set. So the first set that I'd like to introduce you to is perhaps my absolute favorite set to use on Yveltal. This thing is what I like to call a specially based mixed attacker that has the ability to break stall. That is awesome. So the item for choice for Yveltal is going to be Life Orb, which increases the power of your moves by 30% at the cost of 10% of your health. The ability is going to be Dark Aura, because that's the only ability it has. And think of it this way, with Dark type Stab being boosted by Dark Aura, and Life Orb being boosting to Dark type moves, you are going to be hitting like a truck. Even Pokemon that resist Dark type moves are still going to have a big chunk of their HP taken from them. So as for the EV spread, 4 is going to go into its attack, 252 into its special attack, and 252 into its speed, and we'll go with a naive nature to further boost your speed but lower your special defense. That way you don't have to worry about lowering any of your offensive stats, because we don't want that. So the first move that we have is Dark Pulse. Dark Pulse is going to be Yveltal's main stab that damages like hell. The thing of it is, Dark Pulse is not only a special type move, it gets boosted by Dark Aura, and it gets boosted by Life Orb, but it also has a 20% chance to flinch, which just is adding the extra bit of insult to injury. The next move that we have is Yveltal's signature move, known as Oblivion Wing. What Oblivion Wing does is it's a special move that is of the flying type. It's base 80, and what this does is it inflicts damage to your opponents, obviously, but get this, the added benefit is that over half of the damage you inflict on your opponents gets turned into health regain for you. So that somewhat mitigates the Life Orb recoil, which is very awesome. The next move that we have is Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch is a base 80 physical dark type move, and I want to say that even without any investment into your attack, base 131 attack uninvested is still pretty damn high. Not to mention with the fact that it gets boosted by Dark Aura and Life Orb, it's going to be hurting like hell. And of course, the last move we have is Taunt, and this is where the stall breaking comes into play because say if you have entry hazards on your opponent's side of the field and they attempted to fog them, nope. Taunt happens to say, you can't be using any non-attacking moves because I just taunted your ass. I think that's pretty awesome. Not only does this thing perform the role of an all-out offensive attacker, but this thing performs the role of a utility check slash stall breaker. So that right there is the reason why I love this set so much. So the next set that I would like to introduce you to is also a very unique set for Yveltal because this thing can be a surprisingly good physical wall. And it goes like this. So the item for choice for Yveltal is going to be Leftovers to allow you to have passive recovery at the end of each turn. The ability, once again, is going to be Dark Aura, because that's the only ability it has. Like I said, nothing wrong with that ability. As for the EV spread, 248 is going to go into its HP, 252 into its physical defense, and 8 into speed. And we will be going with an impish nature to increase your physical defense and lower your special attack. As for the first move, we have Foul Play. Foul Play on Yveltal, that is deadly, and this basically is the ultimate check to any physical attacker. So say if you switch into an Arceus that uses Swords Dance, that's okay, because although this thing is going to use extreme speed and cause damage, you're going to end up living the hit, and what Foul Play does, it's a base 95 Dark type move that basically takes your opponent's attack stat and uses it against them. Not to mention this thing also is powered up by Dark Aura, which is going to give it a little bit extra power and a little bit extra of an insult to injury. So this right here is what I like to call the ultimate physical attacking check in the Ubers tier. The next move that we have is known as Taunt, and Taunt shuts down any Pokemon that rely on using non-attacking moves to win battles and give you a hard time. It's just freaking awesome. The next move, you have a few choices here. We have Sucker Punch to allow you to bypass your rather low speed, since how you're not going to be having much speed investment in this situation. And there are Pokemon that are faster than you in the Ubers tier, obviously. But what Sucker Punch does is if your opponent is going to use an attacking move on you, you end up going first, and with the Dark Aura boost, you're going to be causing a little bit of extra damage. So that means that Pokemon like Mewtwo, Deoxys, those Pokemon are going to be completely sucker punched into oblivion. But if that doesn't do it for you, we have Toxic. And what Toxic does is it wears down physical or special walls that would generally give Yveltal a very hard time. That means that Pokemon like Giratina, Pokemon like Primal Groudon, Kyogre, all those things are going to be crippled and put on a timer thanks to Toxic. And the next move I'd like to introduce you to, if those two moves don't do it for you, is Knockoff. Knockoff is a nice little move that Yveltal got in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and what this does is it removes the held items of your opponents. Not to mention, if it does that, it gets a 50% power boost in that attack. And with Dark Aura boosting Knockoff, oh man, that's going to get real ugly. And of course, the last move that we have is Roost, and Roost is a must on a physical tank like Yveltal. And what Roost does is it heals 50% of your maximum HP. So this goes very well with the fact that this thing can take hits and recover rather easily. That's really all I have to say about this set. It's pretty damn awesome. So the next moveset I'd like to introduce you to is a Scarfed set for Yveltal, and Yveltal definitely can run an effective Choice Scarf set. So the item for choice is, well, it's going to be its Choice Scarf, and what this does is while it locks you into one move, it boosts your speed by 50%, which is pretty nice. The ability is going to be Dark Aura once again. As for the EV spread, 4 is going to go into its attack, 252 into its special attack, and 252 into its speed, and we'll go with a naive nature to lower your special defense and increase your speed. That way you don't have to worry about lowering any of your offensive stats because we do not want that. So the first move that we'll be using is Dark Pulse, and Dark Pulse, backed up by the Dark Aura boost, is going to hit for nasty damage. It's a special base 80 Dark type move with a 20% chance to flinch. The flinching is also very nifty. The next move that we'll be using is Hurricane, and Hurricane, although it has base 70 accuracy, it has 110 special power, and it's also flying type with a 30% chance to confuse your opponents. And if rain happens to be on the field, Hurricane's not going to miss. So that is going to hurt like a bitch. The next move that we'll be using is Oblivion Wing. So if you don't want to risk missing Hurricane, we have Oblivion Wing because not only is it a reliable accuracy of 100, base 80 power is still pretty respectable, but get this, over half the damage you inflict on your opponents gets turned into health regain for Yveltal. So you can use this as an offense and a defense as well. And lastly, like on any good Scarf set, you gotta have U-turn. That is if a Pokemon can learn U-turn, and this thing knows U-turn. This is a very awesome move for Yveltal, because what this does is you could bait Fairy-type Pokemon into switching into Yveltal, and you U-turn out, and you switch your Mega Gengar in, and you trap them and kill them. And I want to point out that Mega Gengar partnered with Yveltal is very, very deadly. That's really all I have to say about this set. This set is pretty damn awesome on top of every other set of Yveltal. Yveltal is just awesome overall. So the last set that I'd like to introduce you to for Yveltal is a very special set that I made for Yveltal a very long time ago. The item for choice for Yveltal is going to be Leftovers to allow you to have passive recovery at the end of each turn, and the ability is going to be Dark Aura once again. As for the EV spread, 4 is going to go into its attack, 252 into its special attack, and 252 into its speed, and we'll go with a naive nature to further boost your speed and lower your special attack, because this is a mixed attacking set. And this entire set is revolved around Hone Claws, and what this does is it boosts the attack and accuracy of your moves by 1 stage each turn. And the reason for Hone Claws is because of the fact that you have 2 moves in your set known as Hurricane and Focus Blast, which both have 70% accuracy, which is not good. But after a Hone Claws boost, you don't have to worry so much about these moves missing because they won't. And not to mention, Hone Claws buffs up the power of Sucker Punch as well. So this is a very awesome set, and I haven't seen anyone ever use this set. So the next move that we have is Hurricane, and Hurricane is a specially based flying type move that has 110 base power that hits like a truck. And this move also has a 30% chance to confuse your opponents, so that is also pretty awesome. The next move that we have is Focus Blast, which is a fighting type special move that hits for 120 base power. And I want to say that with fighting type coverage, with flying type coverage, and with dark type coverage, you are going to be very, very hard to wall. And that is amazing. I don't think that there's a lot of Pokemon that can easily hard switch into Yveltal without taking either a super effective or a neutral hit right to the face. So the last move I'd like to introduce you to is Sucker Punch. And what Sucker Punch does is if your opponents are about to use an attacking move, Sucker Punch attacks first. And with the Dark Aura boost and potential Hone Claws boost, it's going to get in a brutal hit and possibly take down your opponent. So that's really all I have to say about this set. I don't want to claim that this is my set because someone could have easily made this set and I might just not have known about it, but this is a set that I have come up with, and this set is pretty damn awesome. So there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video on how to use Yveltal and how just overall epic this Pokemon is. And if you enjoyed this video, then why not leave a like and even share this video to all your friends. It really helps out the channel and the rest of its contents. And if you want to see more videos like this one, then hit that subscribe button and join the Mega Express today to become a valued and epic passenger on this wild ride through the Pokemon world. Be sure to leave me your feedback in the comment section down below about this video. Tell me what you liked about it. Tell me what you didn't like about it. Tell me if there's something I missed. And also, do not be afraid to leave me your requests at any time in any video when you want to see something that I will upload in the near future. Because you know what? This isn't just my channel, this is our channel. So I would love to hear your guys' requests. So feel free to leave them anytime, any video. I'll get back to you. And finally, be sure to check out Poketown, Cat's Epic Pokemon Cloning Group, Pokemon Central, and Pokemon Destination Valley, because those 4 groups are absolutely amazing, and I will leave links to them in the description box down below. Thank you for watching this video. Have a good one. I shall see you guys next upload.